Hey, since I have everybody on and we have a good crowd, I was wondering, Geraldine, should I finally do my trivia that I did like months ago?
Oh yeah. Manny had made a trivia for one of the meetings, but nobody had shown up. So I was like, maybe we should save it when we have a lot of people.
Is it about the
Good.
books?
It's about Stephen King because we're doing the Institute at the time.
It was for the Institute because it was like
Yeah.
Stephen King fun facts, right, or something.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. Like, if you all want to do it, then I have it available. But if not, we can keep talking about other things.
I don't know a lot about him.
Nicole, Dina, are you interested in doing it or no?
I don't know anything about him either. Is it about him or is it about his?
Yeah, it's about him specifically.
Oh, okay. I
I'll
used
do
to know
homework and
more
do it next time.
about him.
Well, here I'll just quickly go through it because there's only like 6 trivia things. I try to make it interactive, so hopefully you all enjoy it.
I feel like I honestly don't know much about him, but I've read like 10 of his books.
All right. Do this first. Okay. So the first question, Stephen King. Well, let me go back to the intro. So he, AKA Master of Horror, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most number of motion pictures adapted, for a living author. And then I did this at the time because we're reading the Institute.
Yeah.
So the first question is, Stephen King and his wife Tabitha own a Zone Radio, a company that serves to head their 3 radio stations in Maine, or B, 3 local Maine restaurants called McCoon's Lobster Shack. A or B?
He sounds like he would have Lobster Shack.
I was thinking he has a radio.
I don't know though. Okay, what is it?
Oh,
Hey.
The radio.
Oh, it's radio. Okay.
So
I
one
knew
of 3
it was
radio.
Maine.
Yeah. Well, one of 3 radio stations, W Kit, is a classic rock station that goes by the tagline Stephen King's Rock Station.
Interesting.
So this next one, Stephen King bought a foul ball that hit him at a Red Sox game, which someone was selling on eBay, or B, the van that hit him near his summer home in Maine.
A.
The ball.
I think it's A.
The ball. No, dude, someone really hit him though.
The answer is B.
Oh.
Yeah, the incident left King with a collapsed lung, multiple fractures to his hip and leg, and a gash to the head.
Oh my gosh.
Afterwards, King and his lawyer bought the van for $1,500, with King announcing that, yes, we've got the van, and I'm going to sledgehammer and beat it.
What?
Oh my God.
Well, that sounds like Stephen King.
I was going to say, he really is strange, isn't he?
Yeah, and I mean, wasn't he on drugs I think he was on drugs most of the time that he wrote a lot of his books, because I know that he has said like he doesn't remember writing like some of his top hits.
Yeah.
Is he admitted to being a drug user?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't know that much about him.
Well, it makes sense. I mean,
that's the only thing I know. That's the only thing I know about him, because I remember he said he had no recollection of writing. I don't remember if it was like The Shining or one of his popular books.
Oh God.
He was like, I have no. I was like, can you imagine that you wrote a freaking top bestseller and you have no clue of what you had written?
Well, I guess it's probably better to know that he was under the influence of drugs rather than thinking he did that like of his own like normal mind.
Yeah.
Well, think about Poe. Like, he was always off his head, and he wrote such amazing things.
I guess that's why Stephen King, I guess that's why there's a clear difference between like his newer stuff, like in the past like 10, 15 years, and then his older stuff. Maybe it was the drugs.
A little more lucid. Okay, so the third question. Stephen King wrote a musical with A, John Bon Jovi, or B, John Mellencamp.
I don't know.
I'd say Mellencamp.
I would say Mellencamp, but then that seems like the more obvious answer. Yeah. Oh, well.
So King, Mellencamp, and T. Boone Burnett collaborated on a musical, Ghost Brothers of Darkland County, which made its debut in 2012. The story is based on a house that Mellencamp bought in Indiana that came complete with a ghost story. Legend has it that 3 siblings were messing around in the woods, and one of the brothers accidentally got shot. The surviving brother and sister jumped in the car to go get help, and in their panic swerved off the road into a tree and were killed instantly. Of course, the 3 now haunt the woods by Mellencamp's house. So that was a musical that they came up with.
I'll be right back. Are you playing?
So then question number 4. Stephen King has trouble remembering which book that was turned into a motion picture.
Oh, that's what I was just talking about.
What you're talking about.
I don't know the answer though. Is it an A?
I'd say Cujo, because Misery came later, right?
He has to remember that.
I like that meme though. Your quarantine could always be worse.
The answer is Cujo.
Oh, God.
So was he on drugs when he wrote Cujo?
Well, he had to be for that one too.
I got here my notes. Throughout much of the 80s, King struggled with drugs and alcohol abuse. And discussing it this time, he admitted that there's one novel, Cujo, that I barely remember writing at all. I don't say that with pride or shame or with a vague sense of sorrow or loss. I like that book. I wish I could remember enjoying the good parts as I put them down on the page. Yeah, it's definitely what you're saying, Geraldine. He doesn't even remember like a lot of these books.
That's crazy.
So Stephen King almost threw away first draft of A, The Shining, or B, Carrie?
I say A.
I don't know. B.
B. Oh, God. Like, the scariest things from my childhood.
Yeah, that was the first book too. I keep telling my husband, you have to see the original version of Carrie.
So he threw away the first draft of Carrie, originally intended as a short story, but it was his wife Tabitha who saw potential and urged him to continue on with it. He ended up dedicating the book to her.
I like that. I like Carrie.
Yeah. This is my last one. Stephen King has a phobia of A, the number 13, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word, or B, balloons.
I feel like it's 13 because he's written about balloons, so wouldn't that be scary?
But, oh.
The It book?
Yeah, but did he write it because it's not supposed to be something scary, and then so did he write it making it scary? I don't know.
Maybe
because
B.
he's afraid of it?
Maybe B then. Maybe balloons. Oh, is that why he came up with the character?
Maybe.
Oh.
13. He suffers from triskaidekaphobia, fear of number 13. The number 13 never fails to trace that old icy finger up and down my spine when I'm writing. I'll never stop working if the page number is 13 or a multiple of 13.
What?
I'll just keep on typing till I get to a safe number. I always take the last 2 steps on my back stairs as 1, making 13 into 12. There were, after all, 13 steps on the English gallows up until 1900. So when I'm reading, I won't stop on page number 94, 193, or 382, since the sum of these numbers add up to 13.
Oh my goodness.
And he said multiples of 13.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything.
That's it.
That's funny. That's good.
That says a lot about him. It makes sense. He's one of those people.
I learned a lot. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Yes, thank you, Manny. I didn't know any of those
I
fun
didn't know any of those either.
facts.
I'm so excited to come up with this. And then
Manny, are you a teacher too?
I'm not. I'm an engineer. But
You could be a teacher.
You're
Maybe.
calling.
It's your call. Yeah, it is.
So does that mean if I need trivia for my class, I can send it to you because you like making it?
I like to find stuff on the internet. Like I sent Geraldine earlier a meme. Like I don't know what it is. I just like finding
Yeah, or articles and stuff. Like you're good at like relating other things to like the book we're reading, or like the discussion part and stuff, and remembering things, because I never. That's why I'm always like, you say what the book was about, because I don't remember anything.